Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while, but season number 12 is about to get underway. Pakistan, winners of the Test World Championship, going on and beating England. First time they've been to the dance, but this is taking a very similar path to the West Indies save, where you get in Test cricket this India-Pakistan dominance. That one is us. 2025, make no bones about it, mate. That is us. But it is a fresh opportunity in the Test World Championship to get ourselves moving. We've got some good games. We've got series going up against Bangla. We're playing against India. We're playing against Ireland. In the next episode, England, Australia, and then the chance of the repeat going into the T20 World Cup. The T20, we need to touch on that Bangladesh are now the #1 team in the world. They were #1 at the end of last year. They've lost some points here. You can see they were on 101 points. But I think that is quite phenomenal and really good for the game. You see the dominance period for T20 cricket now has had 5 different teams at #1. Yes, there's a lot of Indian dominance, but it is shared around a little more, which cannot really be said for ODI cricket, as we see India 3, 6, 8 years on the trot. And if we really want to, we can talk about Test cricket, where they've been the #1 team 12 years out of 13. And if we look at all 3 formats combined, India's had the greatest rating every single year on the game. A perennial #1 in terms of rankings and perennial #1 in terms of ratings. It has been close. Pakistan 304, India 316 a few years ago. And at the moment, the distance between them is about 16 points. We find ourselves in 3rd on 277. So we're still a long way off. But I want to shift the focus of the series, spend some more time talking about pop music, Test cricket. Oh, and I missed the point I wanted to say about doing a three-peat and mention the Kansas City Chiefs, but I didn't do it. Saying that, I just did. We averaged 32 with the bat in Test match cricket. We have not been very good in this format at all. We're averaging 23, only 1 game this year, but 33 last year, 35 the year before that. So we've had 2 good years, but we did have a bit of a barren spell. What we found in the West Indies game or series or whatever we want to call it, episodes, we struggled until the end to get a good batting and bowling team at the same time. So although we've just had 2 good years with the bat, bowling 30, 29, bowling is in a better shape than the bat. So what is the problem with the bat? So this is everyone for us in Test cricket since we start. Stubbs has played over 100 matches for us, average 50. You're not going to go any better than that. Where do we start with this? So in terms of the last 20 innings that people have played in Test cricket, Koning has come in and hit the ground running. 997 runs at 66 is very good. Forrester is a little bit old now. Fijoan, very, very good. This does include people like Bavuma, so what I'm going to do is skip it to the last few years. So these are the people that's kind of around. Fijoan averaging 48, loving his last 20 innings. There's 2 centuries in there, averaging 37. Stubbs averaging 38. Oh, Tristan, what are you doing to me? I didn't realise that was a thing. Stoke averaging 32. Horan averaging 31. There's a lot not to like about that. I actually felt like we were better than that lately, but maybe not across the period of time. Another clear point is our average goes up against Zimbabwe. It does against New Zealand and Pakistan. But Afghanistan, England, India, West Indies, it's been very, very poor. Location-wise, South Africa, we've had these seaming decks and the average isn't great there. Great when we win the toss and bat, but when we're batting second, generally pretty poor. And we've struggled. Look at the average opener, average amount of runs. It's this. Getting a pair of openers that tick is hard. Feel like Horan's worth a little bit more. 10 centuries in domestic cricket. Average of 47 is quite a reasonable record. 3 centuries this year. So we're going to continue to back him. So what you've done is you've looked at the stats and you've gone, I don't think I'm going to change anything. We've got Stoke, Horan, Love. You could put them all up in the air in terms of selection, but they're a couple going into peak years, so we've got to try it. Fijoan and Stubbs are coming towards the end, which is a massive concern for us. And with the ball, Kidwell did pretty well for us last year. Peter did well, obviously, because Peter does. Wiley's coming and hit the ground running. Jansen's Marco Jansen. He's good enough. But just because of that, and Kidwell's out injured, but just because of that doesn't mean we should rule anything. We are playing away as well, so we've not got control of the conditions, but we do get a little bit of seam going on, but we do get the opportunity for 2 spinners. So we are going to give a debut to this guy, Danny Nkongsa. We're just going to call him Danny. 226 wickets, age 26 at 23, 36 strike rate, 15 fifers. Very expensive, 3.84. They're like Ramasaran sort of numbers from the West Indies save. His second team numbers are exceptional there. Almost as good as Peter's. So we're going to see how we go. Koning's going to move up 1 to bat at 5. Fijo in at 6. No real radical changes other than we're taking 2 spinners away from home. And it's good to see playing in subcontinent and actually getting more subcontinent kind of conditions rather than a road. You can't put spinning decks in front of us. Danny N, he goes and takes 5 for on debut, 5 for 30, 2.5 and over. They were batting reasonably well here, 2 for 109 at one stage. Smith with 3 early doors, picked up the 3 first wickets. But that, in terms of debuts, is as good as it gets. Last year, 80 wickets at 19. I've got to pick you, Danny. You're in the squad and you're performing. It's a 150 run lead. That's a fine effort because of Tristan Stubbs. The return of the Stubbs. It can't really say the Mac. Averaged 40 last year, but was it the year before he averaged 50? I don't know why he's averaging so little in his last 20 test innings, but what a player. What a specimen. He scores runs. We lose Horan first ball. There's got to be some question marks against this. Really? There's got to be something there. We've struggled for openers through the entire save, whereas weirdly in the West Indies save, I generally felt like we had good first team openers. 150 run lead. Spinning deck, we got lucky because day 2 was a complete washout, so we didn't have to bat during those worst of the conditions. 218 for the victory coming up. Peter with a 3 and Conga with a 3. The strike rate wasn't quite the same here. They actually batted reasonably well in the middle of the order. This guy's a stud on the game. Every single save. He's averaged 48 with 31 centuries from 100 test matches for them. Bit concerned about the our seam attack with Duplessis having to play in that role. It does put a lot of pressure on someone. Not very good. 218 to win. Sharp turn. Slow and steady wins the race. 218 for 584 overs. Koning 45 not out. We do get a bit of a rapid start from Stolk and Haran, which was nice to see. It's a good victory for us. That 1-0 up. Just any wins, a big win for us at the moment. Koning ranked number 4 in the world with the bat as well. We've got no one else in the top 12 with the ball. Peter number 1. And we get another spinner's deck. Thank you very much. We are going to have a bat, thank you. Just looking at Stevie Stolk. 5,000 runs at an average of 36. Now, year on year, where are we? He averaged 35. He's had a 43 average. You can see the inconsistencies. When his average is probably around that 33, 35. He's had 2 years averaging above 40. Interesting enough, strike rate's gone up the last couple of years, averaging 32. The reason I mention him is because bang, he scored 134 for 290. We get another good start from Haran, scoring 49 off 77. Smith with a 50 down the order. We've said this guy can bat 14 first class 50s to his name and a century, averaging 17 for us already. If he can do something with the ball, we've got a player on our hands. Almost enforced a follow on. They avoid it by 3. We get a 4 from Nkonga and 2 from Peter. They have a period in time where they went bang, 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 bang. 40 overs it was where I bought on the spinners. And they picked up... How many wickets did they pick up there? 1, 2, 3, 4 in the space of 4 overs. Completely changed the game. 197 run lead. Time is of the essence. Day 3, session 3 already. Okay, declaration comes 204 for 670 overs. Time was not of the essence for most of these players. Koning with 73, not out good. Haran with a 50 is very good. Give ourselves 4 sessions and 40 minutes. Sharp turn in operation. Couple of wickets by the seamers. We are in business. Day 5 about to start. 86 for 2. Shakib holding strong for them. Averaging 41, 11 centuries, 39 50s is an incredible amount. Conversion rate isn't really there, but 316 to win. You got to fancy us on this sort of deck that is ragging. We do it. 135 run victory. It's a good one for us. Smith with 3. I believe he's had a decent campaign. And Danny with 2, Peter with 3. It's a 2-0 series victory in a series that saw Koning average 91. His career is averaging 51 at the moment, 2 centuries. The conversion's not quite there, but I am, make no bones about it, really happy with what he's doing. Stubbs and Stolt both averaging 50. Haran averaging 38. I'd take that for a career. Smith averaging 29. Love continues to just... I fall out of love with him every single time he picks up a bat at the moment. Danny with 14 at 17 is exceptional. Janssen, 5 at 45. He is 35 years old. You got to wonder how much time is on his side. 27 at 34 last year was not a good return either. But Test World Championship is going to enjoy a little bit of a series win. Thank you very much, as is the World Ratings. One day series. I think I'm going to go completely unchanged from the team that played last year. It does want us to play Forrester still, but I'm going to take having a very good seamer over the top of it. I don't feel we can get away with a Duplessis and a Forrester in the same team. We're picking World Cup winning team here, bro. The other change is no 2 spinners as well. Kidwell, I can see you trying to sneak yourself in there, son. Probably should have gone with Forrester because they have battered us here. They've smashed us around the pot for 343, and in reply we get a VV Venter. It's not a VV, it's a W Venter, but 107 off 125, and that is it. We get through in the second one. Rafiq goes big with 145, but Duplessis 4 for 41. He's underrated with the ball when he does well, and if he does bad, I give him grief. Love with 70, Pretorius with 70, 145 runs for the first dig, and then 72 from Koning. The kid can do no wrong. And the decider goes the way of the Saffers, 336, 56 run partnership, then 150 spot on by Love and Venter. They do very, very well. Brevis moving down the order, looking very reasonable. We do get blown away a little bit at the end, but the damage is done up top and with the ball. Janssen with a 4, Duplessis with a 3. Incredibly, another series victory for us. One day cricket, we are trying so hard to tick off the achievement of #1 in the world. Then we've just got the #1 in Test cricket to go. But that, again, for us in one day cricket is really good. But the rubber's going to hit the road next as we go to India. It is a T20 World Cup year. We've gone for some different selections as well. Lots of change here. Beamish is coming in with a 161 strike rate in T20 cricket. 2 centuries, 1850s. They are good-looking numbers for a 25-year-old kid. Question is, what do you do with Pretorius and English? English has been ever consistent for us. The other guy we bought in was Pinar with a 152, 2 centuries, 2250s sort of guy. 158 last year. They are really great numbers. Forrester still isn't going to sneak his way into the team. We've left a very good player out for multiple years now. And the move to take Brevis down the order, is he done? Is he any good? What's he done for us? No centuries, 143 strike rate. That's not horrendous. Average is 26, 178 last year. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try the change. Doesn't matter. We've already ticked off the achievement. We lose the first game. We get 72 from Koning, who continues to be a beloved player of the series. He just constantly performs. But they knock them off incredibly easy with Wiley, Peter, Duplessis and Janssen all going around the park. Hiradoi, 91 of 49. It's also under the radar. Oh, 1 versus 4. How have we dropped down to 4? Back-to-back world champions, bro. We are going to take it to the decider. Twofers around here. Janssen 2, Peter 2, Wiley with 2. And we only have to chase 120. We do it in 13 overs. We lose wickets, but Stubbs at 3. Got a little bit of a question mark about that, but I do like Koning at 4. I'd like to see a bit from Beamish in this series, because so far he's not done anything to set the world alight. And we do it. It's another series win. We've just got a way of working our way through games. Wiley with a 4 for 16. He's been a stud since he's come in to this game. 47 wickets, 17 average, 14 strike rate, 7.27 economy rate is just world class. And we get there with a Koning 50. That kid is something special for us. We win the series 2-1. We end up in 4th. I don't know how we've just won the series against the team that was ranked #1. But either way, now we go to India. Is it the hardest thing in cricket? Is it the hardest thing on this game? Going up against a team that have won 2.5 Test World Championships. They've been rated number 1 in the world 12 out the 13 years. We're going on tour to India. What pitches do we get? Sometimes we get roads over here. A little bit of spinning for it. I wonder whether we go with 2 spinners. It is the big question. What are we most likely to win with? Marco Jansen not even deemed good enough to take the new ball at the moment. So with 553 wickets, he's definitely on the decline. Koning at 5, give the kid more chance to bat. Love, I really need something from you here, son. Pace bowling preference. What about Koning? Is he a pace bowling spin? Ooh, we could have a good series out of him. For Joan, spin. I like it. Let's go. We're going 2 spinners first game. Can we hold our own against the likes of Jaiswal? We'll see. We're batting. I think we've got a bit lucky there for 330. We get 37 runs from Nkonga, and with Peter, invaluable. Stoke with 91 looks good. Koning and Fijoan, we were 4 for 52. They get together. They put on 69. Sorry, that was 136 for 3. So their ability to play spin was a very good thing. Impressed with Stoke here. I really am. For an average career of 37, that is a fine innings, son. You come to India, you're going to chase leather. They get 429. Great knocks from the top order. They all bat ultra consistently to put themselves in a good position. But Mira with 92, batting where he does, first test match 50. It's that sort of stuff that really grinds you down in the series. Just particularly in India. They're an immensely talented team. Absolutely battered. 224 all out here. Horan bats well, so does Stubbs, but once we go like a deck of cards. Shuyash Sharma, 32 years old, 342 wickets at 27 there. Incredible numbers. 25 for us. He has a great day out against us. 1-0 down. We can't take 2 spinners in. We've got a great batting deck, put it that way. So Wiley is in and taking the new ball. I can't believe they've done that. India's declared on 608 for 8, and Jaiswal is on to break Brian Lara's record. 327. We dropped him. He played and missed a bit, but he batted for 437 balls and just battered us all around. For Test match century number 42. He's only 33 years old. He's going to go past Tendulkar. We have been smashed around the park for 140 overs. Well, there's a positive. We scored 468, which would normally be quite good, except we're still 160 runs behind. Koning with 118 was brilliant. He had a great partnership with Fijoan, 136. Stoke and Stubbs putting on over 100. But Stubbs and Stoke fall short of the century. And there's 2 big wickets here. Koning and Fijoan went within the space of an over. And the game was very much gone. 140 run lead. It's going to take a miracle here to do something. Oh my days, do we have a chance? We've bowled them out for 151. Smith, 5 for 53. He's gone at 3.5. His test career hasn't been great to date, but we're sticking with him. We've not got much else we can do, but we're sticking with him, and he takes a second 5-fer. We roll them. I think it's just a case they were trying to bat fast and bat hard, but we need 292 to win. Average bounce, uneven pitch, advantage India, but chance us. End of day 4. 29 for 1. 263 to win on a last day uneven pitch. Not a bad session. Probably quite even. We don't score fast, but we've got Love at the crease, who scores at a 33 strike rate. Horan adds 46 in total, but Stubbs and Love. If we can bat another hour with this, got a chance. Love has gone. Caught in the deep of all the ways to get out. Just pings it in mid-off. Oh, this is going to come down to the absolute wire. Tea time, 189 for 3. Stubbs and Koning share something special. 62. We've got to play to win. Got to play to win the series. Imagine what this would do for us. Sadio Mane, 2 for 50. Sudhir, yeah, you know where I'm going with this. 120 wickets at 29. Just good records. Good records all round. Pitch, well, let's check Predictor. Predictor likes us. I don't back us to score 100 runs. Let's see. New balls taken, 71 to win, and there's 52 minutes remaining. It says advantage us, but I can't see us scoring 71 in 52 minutes. 26 minutes left. The draw is on the rise. We need 51. Koning has gone. Stubbs is playing an absolute beast of a knock. He's just gone to a century with this cover drive for a single. The field's back. I don't feel we can do it. I feel this is going to capitulate and we're going to lose. Oh, that's a huge over. Absolute huge over. Fijoan goes 4-4. And then Tristan Stubbs ploughs one away off the back foot. Backward of square. 34 to win from 13 minutes. 86% chance. And Fijoan has gone. We're just one big over from making a difference and he's gone. 32 to win from 6 overs. It's 6 and over. Come on, team. Tristan Stubbs gets the memo and goes big over cover. And Simon Duplessis is going to start cashing in down the ground for 4. Followed by another Tristan Stubbs boundary. 4 overs left. 14 to win. Stubbs goes huge. 7 to win. Duplessis on strike through the covers. It's another beauty. It's 4 runs. We're 1 shot away. And for a famous victory, which let's not forget they declared on, we go and beat India in India. Make it 1 apiece. They scored 608, declared, and lost this game of cricket. That's something I would do. And I suppose because of it, it's the 3rd biggest win in terms of deficit. We were 140 runs behind and won by 5 wickets. That's a great effort. And out of all of these, that 608 is by far the highest score to not go and win. In fact, it's the 5th highest score in our game. Could we upset the apple cart? The miracle. Where are we playing? The miracle in Mumbai. It rolls off the tongue. It's more of a spinner's deck, but I like what the seamers did for us. I'm going to go with Wiley and Smith. We're not going to touch the batting. We need Love, mate. Love. Come on, Love. You got to be better than that, bro. You are a walk-in liability for this team. We're bowling. It's a road. Let's roll. Do you believe in miracles? We've actually got Jaiswal out early for 4. It's a good knock. 405. And it's all down to this one player, to be honest. There was a big punch at 124 for the 6th wicket. But Bushan, 183 not out, 29 years old, 56 average, 18 centuries, 69 test matches. The numbers are immense. First class average is 67. They just play on a completely different level. Smith with another 5-foot with great economy as well. Don't pass up on the performances that he's putting in for us at the moment. We're a long way behind. We're a long way behind the game. Wow. Do you believe in miracles or what? But Marchant Love has scored 189 against India. 3 sixes, 20 fours, a 40 strike rate, and that is with acceleration at the end. He just batted long and slow and did it. Look, it's just immense. First class form, excellent. Test match form, not so great. Not even past 50 in that screen, but oh man, we needed that in the baddest way. 85 from Stolk. He's had a really nice series for us so far. A couple of 80s. Stubbs and Koning were good. It looked like we were going to roll, but we've got batting depth, and Peter and Janssen added runs down the bottom end to give us a 71 run lead. Predictor, still India, but we've got more of a footing in this game. We've got a chance. We've bowled them for 196. Peter comes on and takes 5. Janssen's 3 was incredible through the middle order. We've given ourselves an opportunity. 126 going into day 5 on a turn-in pitch. Predictor now favours us. We had 11% chance of winning at one stage. Let's do this. Let's make history. We do it. Love shatters the chains of mediocrity, scoring 51 not out to go with his 189. We have genuinely, authentically, pure South Africanismed beat India away. I don't know what any of those terms mean, but we've had a monstrous series from Love averaging 71, Stubbs 66, Koning 61, Stolt 56, Peter averaging 40 down the bottom of the order. Some of that is amazing. But so is Peter and Smith's performance with the ball. We beat India 2-1 away in Test cricket in a series. 5th in the ratings. Big difference now between 5th and 6th, and slowly catching on Sri Lanka. Koning number 2 in the world. Oh, where are we? Isaiah Thorne, good to see you up there. Peter down in 7th. Test World Championship likes us for the first time since the first couple of seasons. Can we do them in one-day cricket. This might even be an even bigger miracle because India are studs. 99 points versus 103. We've been to the precipice in T20 cricket. Can we do the same in ODIs? Who's the best players and best bowlers in the world? Ramesh, 951 points, ranked number 1 from India. 46 average, 33 50s. Middle order player, ultra consistent. Marchant Love in 4th for us. Jaiswal's up there obviously with his 31 career centuries. With the ball in ODI cricket, it's an India dominance. Kuda, what's he got? 92 wickets at 25 is not bad. Chopra, 85 wickets at 24. Sindhu, 212 at 27. This is going to be hard. This is going to be hard because they score 279, but just wait one iota of a second because du Plessis with 3, Jansen with 3. Love is in the form of his life. Pretorius and Love put on 280, win the game with 10 overs to spare. One of the greatest ODI victories of all time. The world ratings. Now Lovers 1 point behind, 2 to play. But they fight back. Not before Love scores yet another ODI century. 120. She has a big partnership with Venter here. 125, sorry. Koning was 59. We do go at the end, which is the problem. We end up with 291. It probably should have been more. But their rise to dominance at the end, we were in the game for a very long period of time. But 107 from Ramesh. We said he was a danger. Shows it here. 4 points behind, 1 game to go. We do it. Love, a series for the ages. 94 runs from him. They put on 124. Venter is coming into his own in that number 3 hole as well. What a series for us. They need 300 to win. They're not going to get there. Shit with 79. Jaiswal 62. But du Plessis with wickets. He's sneakily good when I bowl him at the top. Just a wonderful performance. We beat them away from home. Love has a monster of a series. 366 runs, 2 centuries, 150, 103 strike rate. His record in ODI cricket, 15 centuries, 56 average. The kid is all right. With the ball, actually, I felt like we were pretty good as well. Brought Kidwell in for the last game, played 2 spinners. Didn't quite work so well. But Peter, du Plessis, that off-pace kind of stuff worked really well for us. It puts us 1 point behind them in the world rating. So by the end of the episode, which is what counts, we may be number 1. T20 cricket gets off to a rush start. Sheet with 47. 2 for 35 for du Plessis, but we struggled with the ball and with the bat. Brought Pretorius back in. Not ready to let him go yet. That's a cracking knot. Him and Stubbs looking like they're going to win us the game, but when it comes down to it, we bottle it. But we're not going to hang with them when we don't score enough runs. Brevis with 37 down the order, almost run a ball. Koning just over a run a ball as well. It's a very poor performance with the bat. 162 for 4 they are when they knock them off. And they knock them off very easy. Series gone. We've not lost a series in a long time. We get thrashed. A 3-0 series loss. T20 cricket, maybe the shine should just come off it. The three-peat may be 1 too far. They get 221. And we make a change. We bring English into the middle order thanks to your runner ball 15. Just making sure we're not going to get anywhere near them as we get annihilated and start to tumble in the world ratings. Then we've got a little bit of Ireland. We've got 2 test matches which we can't afford to slip up. We've got momentum. Momentum is on our backs from the India series. 94 points. I think there's only one way we can go in this series. ODIs, we've got to win. And T20s don't matter the same anymore. In terms of performances against Ireland, I just want to check this. We beat them 2-0 before, but we lost in the home series against them. So I feel like there is something to play for. We're not going to impact the Test World Championship, but look at that. I would take that any day. I still want to win that outright. Now, a long time ago, someone talked about Nathan Steyn, who's been in and around the team because he turned out to be a good player for them. He's now 32 years old and his best days are behind him. He hasn't quite developed the same like he might have done in someone else's save. The numbers are okay. 8 fifers isn't that good. And they are coming to our turf where we are playing spinners decks. Also, wants us to not pick Jansen for the first... Well, not the first time it's done it, but... It's basically saying he's done 900 first-class career wickets at 27. It's just... incredible. I think I'm willing to make the change, particularly against Ireland. It's a big shift. Going without Marco Jansen. 481. We're into day 3. We've had a lot of rain. But love, 229. The form is immense. Look at that. His test match form is all of a sudden good. I can't say immense, but good. But look at it. It doesn't matter what form of cricket he's playing. The kid scores hundreds. Stoke with 100 as well. Let's not forget about that. But we've got to move. Day 2, session 3. Sorry, I thought we were into day 3. And the last of the best bowling conditions is here. That's a great start. 30 for 4 from the new ball pair. I'm going to take that. We're doing force to follow on 162 all out. Wiley with 4. Peter and Nkonga come on and do the business as well. Rock, he's sneakily good player. Averages 35, batting down at number 7 is a really good thing. But 319 run lead here. But this should be in the bag. Yeah, too good here. 5 for Peter, 5 for 18. We roll through the back end of the innings, just knife through butter type stuff. 1-0 up. Great performance. World ratings. Come on, we're in 4th. Once again, we bowl them out for under 200. This is a really good performance. Smith and Wiley. Smith has found some good footing with the ball in all formats of life or cricket. But 5 fors against India, 4 for and a 3 for against Ireland. I'm happy with where we're going here. That was more of a grind than a dominance. Stubbs with 95, Coning with 71, Smith with 62. Test match century, half century. Love, Stoke, we grounded out with good partnerships throughout. Gave ourselves a 279 run lead. We're just way on top of this game. Another innings victory. Bowled them out for 199. We bowled them out 4 times in the series under 200. And Nkonga 5 for 63. He started his career with 27 wickets at 18. That, I think, is a really good return against Bangladesh, against India, and against Ireland. That's, happy with that. Happy with the victory. Helps us in the world ratings. Just we don't fall off a cliff, but we're strong, holding strong. Peter 2nd in the world. Marco Jansen 7th in the world. Smith 12th in the world in the all-rounder charts. Isaiah Thorne number 1 for the West Indies is a nice little touch in life. So we go to the biggie. It's ODI time. Got to be Ireland. Worst team in cricket. Got to be them 3-0 really. I think I've probably missed a trick here. I've still got Kidwell in the team. Who Kidwell is an exceptional cricketer. But I think we've got to get Nkonga into this lineup. Got a spinner's deck, so it will be Kidwell and Peter. And we absolutely smashed them. Venter is such a good cricketer for us in ODI cricket. He's just loving life in the position that we've given him at 3, and he's shining like a star. 4 for Peter. It doesn't matter what the format, what the week, the month, or even your year. He's a friend. He's a friend who takes a lot of wickets. 211 at 23 in one-day cricket at 5 economy rate is absolutely outrageous. Wiley, Robin and Living, 32 wickets at 36 in his career. It's not all that, is it? We go with another spinner's deck at home. It seems to be working for us. Great to see Venter doing well because all formats he's such a great player. 29, we're finally getting the best out of him as we go big again. 327 this time. Coning with an 88. Pretorius with another century. And Peter and Jansen get the job done. We get across the line. We win the series with 1 to play. If we win 3-0, what does it mean? We do. It's a much harder game. But it is a 3-0 victory. We get 6 for Marco Jansen. Still life in the old dog yet. And we knock them off. Actually, with only 2 overs to spare. Coning with a 73. Pretorius with 66. Love has a down series. But he's allowed to. He's just shone throughout this episode, really. There was do or die time in Test cricket, and he found a bit of form. Duplessis averages 97, Pretorius 86, superb. Brevis still carrying something, don't know what it is. Drinks, herpes, he's not adding a lot to the team, and we don't gain a point. What do we got to do to get above them? Well, more than what we're doing is probably the easiest way to describe it. And that will do it for today. So next episode, a big one. We come back, we've got England, 4 Test, one-day cricket, T20s. We've got Australia in ODI cricket. That might take us to number 1. And then we've got the T20 World Cup. So if we win both of those series, You've got to believe that we're going to be the #1 team in ODI cricket. Beating England in Test cricket would have meaningful impact to us in the Test World Rankings. Also, the Test World Championship. Can we, at long last, make a charge? We'll see you then.